Future DFW homebuyers, it is go time. Today, I'm diving into a crucial decision: why waiting to buy a home in McKinney or really anywhere in DFW, Texas later this year might be a costly mistake that you don't want to make. Stick around for the facts that could impact you as a home buyer. Believe me, you don't want to sleep on this info. Amanda Rivard, local McKinney, Texas realtor here, and because I truly care about protecting my clients' largest investment, let's talk about what you can expect if you are considering an upcoming home purchase in the DFW area and why waiting could be problematic. What are the current market trends? Right now, we are coming out of a very slow season with the holidays, our rough patch of very nasty weather, and due to some of the worst interest rates we've seen in decades. But now, the rates are dropping like it's hot, and the buyers are coming back, y'all. Interest rates were at a bleak 8% this past October. Lord help us all, that was tough on everybody. Sellers were struggling to sell because buyers couldn't afford to buy, and it was not a fun situation. As of today though, which is February 2nd, 2024, we've got conventional rates at 6.599% and FHA at 6.3%. That is a huge drop in interest rates. Now, because of rates decreasing, we've seen a big jump in mortgage applications and a lot more movement of housing overall. Those homes that were sitting for 3 to 4 months are finally going under contract. So let's talk about increased competition. I know most people are aware that there are still more rate cuts scheduled for this year, which is great for buyers in theory, but let me tell you, statistically, and just from my 20 years of experience, what's about to happen. With so much pent-up buyer demand over the past 6 months, and because of the simple fact that we are still at some of the lowest inventory we have ever seen, if you wait to buy until these rates drop further, please understand that you're not the only one waiting to do so. Everyone else is thinking the same thing. So when you have rates dropping, triggering thousands of buyers to hit the market, while we don't have anywhere near enough supply of housing to meet that demand, it's going to be a repeat of 2020 and 2021. You're going to see a ton of multiple offer situations, and while you waited to get a lower rate, trust me, you're going to have to end up paying a lot more just to get your foot in the door of one of these homes. Waiting out a minimally lower rate will not justify the extra you're going to have to spend due to competing with all the other buyers who also decided to wait. Guys, I don't tell you this to rush you because truthfully, everyone is on their own time frame and not everyone has the capability to buy right now. Maybe you're saving for a down payment or for your lease to end and you have to wait until the end of summer. It is what it is and you can only do what you can do. I just want to set expectations going into the spring and summer selling season, and that way you know what you can anticipate as a buyer. Is it easier right now to be a buyer coming out of the slow season? Yes. Do you have some negotiating leverage while still reaping the benefits of a lower rate right now? Yes. Will that be the case this spring and summer? Probably not, so just be prepared. Now let's discuss rising housing costs. There is 100% a direct correlation between high demand and rising home prices. When supply is low, like it has been for quite a while now, and when demand for homes starts increasing as it's currently doing, and even more so in the next few months, prices have no choice but to rise, which means as a buyer, you'll be paying substantially more for a home this summer than you would right now for the same dang house. Let it sink in. Higher prices mean higher payments, so if you're justifying waiting to buy just to get a lower rate, believe me, that thinking is counterproductive when it applies to how supply and demand will affect that decision and your payment. You'll end up paying a lot more in the long term if you decide to wait. That is facts. I remember like 10 years ago when prices started to creep up in the DFW area, and I had buyers telling me, we're gonna wait a few years to buy until the prices drop. Back then, those houses were like $170,000. 3 years later, they were like $220,000. Now they're well over $300,000. Well over $300,000. So let's bring it back to what's going to happen this summer. Multiple offer situations. Y'all, there are so many challenges and stress associated with multiple offer situations for buyers. You can 100% expect that as rates decrease. Waiting could truly lead to overpaying for a home in a competitive market, and no buyer wants that. Buying a home as is already stressful. Minimizing your stress should definitely be a priority. Again, just to emphasize, this video isn't meant to scare you, but to provide you with an understanding of the local real estate market currently and for the selling season of 2024, just so you can set your expectations accordingly. The bottom line is that you should only buy a home when you are ready to buy a home, and I'm here to help when that time comes. I just never want anyone to come to me and say, well, why didn't you tell me this was gonna happen? So I think it's better to be prepared. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop them below, or you can call or text me. All of my information is in the description box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more valuable insights. And until the next video, y'all take care.